Breaking news for Western writers. This is your energetic tarot reading for November of 2024. I feel like you've been through something, and now is your chance to rebuild. The thing that came to my mind was dust yourself off and try again. So let me tell you how I got there. You have a lot of higher numbered cards, a lot of 8s, a lot of 9s, and a couple of new ones. Not quite new, they're not quite 1s or 2s, but you've got a couple of those. I just kind of feel like you are kind of getting near the tail end of whatever's been going on. You've accepted it emotionally, but I think that you don't know where to go from here. You have the Justice card. It's in reverse, so something wasn't fair. You have the 9 of Wands, so you really don't know what to stand up for anymore. You got the 8 of Wands. Something was moving really fast. It seems like the Sun is in reverse, so you don't have a lot of clarity, at least on the outside. You might have some clarity on the inside. We have the Knight of Wands. Again, it kind of feels a bit kind of like this 9 of Wands, to where you don't know where or what to stand up for, or where to put yourself passionately going forward now. A card that got me this time was actually the Devil card. It's in reverse. The Devil usually means addiction, but I kind of got like maybe you escaped an addiction. I wonder if you escaped from someone who's holding way too much over you, kind of a thing, which kind of makes sense actually, since you got this Emperor card that was reversed as well. The Emperor is about boundaries and protection, and when it's reversed, it's maybe missing or a lack, or not strong enough. You do have the 7 of Swords, which was, to me, the most important card this time. And you also have the 6 of Pentacles, which is about an exchange of energy, something that you're willing to do without having any reward for it. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck you have is the 10 of Cups. Again, the 10 of Cups is a completion card, and with a completion card being upright, to me, it says that you have fully accepted, or at least emotionally accepted this ending, but again, you don't know where to go from here. It feels like there's a lack of communication, especially with the numbers and not the numbers, with the elements that we have going on here. It feels that there's a lack of communication or a lack of direction. Now, before we do get into astrology and numbers and energies to pay attention to, if you've never met me before, I'm Chris, and I use tarot cards to help writers get out of writer's block. On my website, I run a writing community where I actually teach writers how to read tarot cards and get more access into their intuition, to overcome procrastination, and write their projects faster. If that's something that you're interested in doing, I am actually running a Black Friday promotion for the first 6 months of your membership. You get 50% off. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, but there is a link down in the description box below with a promo code, and if you use that before the end of November, you can get 50% off your membership for the first 6 months. So let's get into some numbers here. We've got 8, 9, 8, 19, 2, 15, 7, 4, 6, 10. Now, if you add all those up, you get 88. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 16 equals the Tower card, which means usually it's where we burn it all down. There's utter chaos. You feel like you're not in control, which is interesting about what the card is that's coming up after that. There just kind of feels like the universe has stepped in and taken care of things for you, and you're not exactly happy with it. But however, if you do take 1 plus 6, that equals 7. 7 in the major arcana is the Chariot, and the Chariot is the direction, having a direction. It shows a picture of a guy driving a cart with 2 sphinxes or 2 animals in front of it, and so that's a reminder to you that you are the driver. You have complete control about what to do next. You know kind of what to do. I don't know that you know right now you know what to do, but I'm going to tell you how to get to that point in just a second with the astrology and the numbers. And along with that Chariot, I did kind of get, because of the 7 of Swords, with it being one of the most important cards, the 7 of Swords people think of as trickery or sneakiness. I've actually come to also accept it as somewhat of a taking of opportunities. So with that Chariot and with the Tower, I kind of feel like this is your opportunity to reinvent yourself, reinvent a new cycle, reinvent a new project or the project, whatever. It just kind of feels like you have an opportunity here to start anew. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. You have a lot of fire. Fire is our creative passion and our creative energy. Your next element is earth, and based on the majors that you got 4 majors. You got 2 fires and 2 earths. It feels like you're being caught between going too much fire or grounding yourself. Too much passion, not sure where to exactly to put it. It feels a bit too, fire is a bit more than that, so it feels a bit more, a bit heavier, and earth, it's like it's trying to catch up kind of a thing, trying to help you ground yourself. However, because we are dealing with thoughts and communication and not really sure what to come up with next, and also with the 10 of Cups being here and you're wanting to go on to a new cycle, I'm going to actually tell you to pay attention to your air and your water signs. But let's back up for just a second. To help you understand, we're going to break this up into 2 sections. To help you kind of understand about what's been going on currently and why you're to the point to where you're at, really pay attention to Venus, Libra, the Sun, Saturn, Capricorn, Mars, and Aries. Those areas, those planets, those signs are highly associated with your Earth and your fire major arcana cards, and those will probably tell you how, like, more of how you got to where you're at right now, and maybe give you a little bit more answers as to how you got here and why you're here, and maybe like a lesson that you can learn, start paying attention to. With that being said, though, like I mentioned, I do want you to pay attention to your air and your water signs so that you can move forward into a new cycle and take more control. I would definitely pay attention to Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now, I know that's a lot of astrology, but it feels like something big did just happen and you just are kind of lost. So take a moment, take a breath, take a night off, and just kind of look up some astrology stuff and just kind of see if any of it kind of makes sense, and you can start making the connections. If it hasn't happened yet, maybe expect it to happen, and that way you can be prepared as to what to do next. Colors that you're going to want to pay attention to are light brown and gray. And this is interesting, it wasn't all over the board. It was just 2 cards specifically. You have the Devil card in reverse, which the light brown came from this, and the reason why, I don't know, like, the reason why I just kept looking at that card kind of confused as to what it was trying to tell you. But I think it's more like you escaped from something or are about to escape from something. And so really pay attention to light brown. The other one that you got also was the 7 of Swords, like I mentioned. It just kept poking out at me as I looked at the board. And I feel like you just need to have more thoughts and communication, make a plan, know where to go next, and take a moment just to kind of reassess about how you communicate with others going forward with this project or other projects in the future. I do pull 3 extra cards for you just so that you have them. The first one is Salami. Interesting that this says this. It seems like your new plan, if you don't make this new plan, I feel like it's going to be a very difficult uphill. You got an uphill battle from here. So I feel like if you don't take the opportunity to look at your water and air signs, I do feel like you might have an uphill battle going up, and you might want to pay more attention to that. And the last card we have here is, why do your protagonist and antagonist have these contradictions? See reverse. What created them? Both sides of a contradiction should arise from the same personality trait. For example, a general who rushes into battle and who also bottle feeds kittens might do both from a desire to protect. On the back it says, give your protagonist and antagonist contradictions in their personalities. For example, there are a tough, no-nonsense general who likes to cuddle kittens. So with that, I'd like to close with another reminder that the Flow Your Mojo Writing Community is running a Black Friday special. You get 50% off for your first 6 months of your membership if you'd like to join and learn tarot cards, finish projects, and meet different people, approach writing from a different perspective, gain some new skills, and just kind of get more into a creative flow. I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.